Hello, my fellow modeling and tabletop gaming enthusiasts, and welcome to the Mediocre Modeler Show 2025 Independence Day special. This year, we're going to take a look at something very similar to what we looked at last year in the Independence Day special, and that is going to be the USS Constitution from Warlord Games for Black Seas. Last year, we looked at USS United States. Well, I happen to have USS Constitution, Old Ironsides, so I figure what a great day to take a look at that. So without any further ado, let's head on down and take a look at what you get. And here we are, our USS Constitution, Old Ironsides herself for Black Seas from Warlord Games. I think a perfectly fitting Independence Day special. So this one I did actually get with the nice, professional, not professional, but the standard box, whereas my USS United States last year was the sort of the secondary box. You can see here a little bit of history on Ironside or Old Ironsides. So we've got the resin and metal ship, the sail and the wake sheets, the flag sheet, rigging, the rat lines, which I don't use, and then the ship card for USS Constitution. So yeah, so Constitution was one of the 6 original frigates commissioned by the U.S. Navy, United States being one of them as well. And of course, she is still around in Boston, Massachusetts. So, Ronnie, thanks for packing my USS Constitution for me, bud. Appreciate it. All right, so we've got our little instruction sheet and insert. So you can see we've got just a few pieces there, nothing too bad. The little resin kit guide. We've got, I'll take a look at all of our accessories first. Pretty standard for Black Seas, so if you've gotten any Black Seas stuff before, you know what all is in here. I did pick this up at Adepticon this year at the Warlord booth. So, V, thank you for packaging this for us. Appreciate it. So we've got our sail, or our speed marker, as well as our little card clips. You can pick which side you want to use. Full sails, battle sails, or light sails. We've got our rat lines. I don't like using the rat lines. They just, I don't know. They don't look quite right to me. And they're kind of a pain, so I don't use them. That's my prerogative. I choose not to. All right, so we've got our USS Constitution ship card. I believe it's the same on both sides, so I think we've got 60 hull points there. So we got 3 heavy cannon, 3 light cannon, 1 carronade, I want to say is what it is. I think that's, oh hey, this one's got 3 3 in 1. Oh, they're both 3 3 in 1. Duh. Okay, so it's just a dual-sided card. Cool. Cool. Okay, and then of course we've got our sail sheet for a third rate, because Constitution and her sister ships were all kind of, they were like the ships of the line for the fledgling U.S. Navy when they were commissioned, but they were like third rates compared to everything else. So the U.S. didn't really have a first rate at the time of the 1812 in comparison to, say, HMS Victory. And then, of course, we've got our flag sheets. We've got all of our flags. So then this contains flags for both the third rate, frigate, and brigs. So there we go. All right, so then let's dive in and take a look at the actual kit herself. So it is metal and resin. So here is our resin hull with all the gun ports open. Pretty well cast. It's a solid cast there, and you can see she does read Constitution at the stern. I believe it might come with choice of figureheads. I'm not sure. We'll see. I believe in order to do the rigging, we might have to open up some of this. We'll have to figure that out when we get there. Who knows when that'll be. I haven't had a chance to work on any stuff for Black Seas for a while, unfortunately. I've got like a handful of brigs primed. I just need to get them painted. Of course, being white metal, it's always kind of a crazy thing. So here's one of our masts. Nicely bent in all sorts of directions. You know, that's close enough. I haven't actually built one of the special ships yet, but I've only done the plastic ones. I think I've done like 2 brigs and 2 frigates, but they are fully rigged. So there's one of our masts. We've got another mast here. again, those just need to be bent back into shape. Shouldn't be a big deal. So that'd be our main mast, our foremast, and then I think our mizzen is back here. Come on. Yeah, so then that'd be our mizzen mast, I believe, be at the rear. I'm assuming that probably goes about here. Oh, no, maybe. Let's look at the directions real quick. Ruh-roh. One of our masts is broken. Well, there's the other part of it, so we'll have to fix that. Not a big deal, I'm sure. I can just pin it and super glue it. I would still guess that maybe this is our mizzen mast. Okay, well, at least to figure that out, we'll know that going ahead. And there's our bowsprit, I think is the technical term. I don't see a figurehead for it, though. Maybe she didn't have one. I don't know. Looks like we've got a selection of ship's boats here. Got our anchors. Looks like we've got another boat to hang off the back. I don't know if I really want to do that, but I could if I so chose. Goes right there. Maybe I will. Looks kind of cool. So we've got anchors on here. We've got, looks like some additional anchors here. So I've got lots of anchors. And then we've got sort of the spars for the masts. Things broken off the gates there. That's all right, though. Of course, we only use this on, it's like the mizzen mast, actually. But, yeah. I think the hardest part of this is just going to be straightening these out, which, you know, won't be too difficult, and then gluing this one back together would be a little bit of a challenge. That would be a little tough. I think there's enough room to pin that. Yes, I've got some really small wire here. I think we could pin that, because I'd be afraid of trying to rig it just snapping again, and that'd be a bad time for it to snap, is when you're trying to rig it. Yeah, so here we go. Here is the USS Constitution for Black Seas from Warlord Games. Well, there you have it, folks. The USS Constitution for Black Seas from Warlord Games. I think it's going to be a fun kit. A little bit of work to do on it. Not a big deal. Again, this is a hobby. It's supposed to be for fun. So it will be pretty cool to have a replica of the oldest commissioned warship still afloat. Replica model for Black Seas. And I can hear what you're saying, but Mr. Mediocre Modeler, sir, the HMS Victory is the oldest commissioned warship. You are correct. However, I said the oldest commissioned warship still afloat, and that title goes to Constitution. Good old Ironsides. Yeah, so short and sweet episode for this special edition. Today is, of course, the pre-order day for Conflict 47. Definitely hit that affiliate link down below to go check out what you can get. Get your pre-orders in for Conflict 47. I got mine in already. So can't wait. It's going to be a long couple of months until this stuff actually ships and gets to me, but we're going to learn lots more great stuff between now and then. So it'll be awesome. So for those of you here in the States celebrating Independence Day this year, I hope you have a safe and happy holiday. I'm smoking a pork shoulder for my family, and we'll be setting off some firecrackers later this evening once the sun goes down. It's warm in the Midwest right now, so I apologize for any fan and air conditioning noise that you may be hearing, but it is hot. It is warm. Gotta have it. So, yeah. But yes, so another very American thing you could do, go visit the Wisconsin Maritime Museum website and consider donating to help the USS Cobia Dry Dock project. Also, check out Trenchworks. They have come up with some pretty ingenious ways of printing their models now. The snap tray is what they call it. Looks pretty cool. Looks like it's actually bringing the prices down on stuff a bit too over their traditional resin cast stuff. So definitely go check that out. So thank you folks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Until next time, may your paints be thin, your brushes be pointy, and your dice be hot.